works. Good. All right. 1 2 1 2. Welcome to the After the Bell. DJs talking WWE. We are gonna talk the Monday Night Raw from last night. Let me bring in my homies over here. We got David representing Virginia and Jared out in Portland. How we doing today, guys?
What's going on?
Doing well. Not as good as you
well.
in Vegas. It looks amazing there.
Honestly, it looks a lot nicer than it actually is. It's probably about like 60 degrees. So I'm out here again. We're all DJs. I'm out here for a DJ Expo. They call it the Mobile Entertainment Expo. So I'm out here for that, for a couple days. But like I said, we're DJs, but we're committed to WWE. So I watched Raw last night from the hotel room, and we're ready to go for today. So just to kind of recap what happened, and then we'll kind of run it down. So we had Dragon Lee cost Gunther. Jevon Evans steals the main event. Asuka submits Bayley to go into the Elimination Chamber, and Oba Femi, he's got choices. My man's got some options. So let's go ahead and start it off. So opening, we had the Usos opening the show, which I kind of feel like I really hope this doesn't happen. I don't know how you guys feel, but with Usos opening and just kind of coming out and just basically eating, I kind of feel like they're starting to become a novelty act. But they're like really good, so I don't want them to just be like, okay, this is the point where the Usos come out and everybody eats, they talk a little bit on the mic, and then they leave. I kind of hope that doesn't happen, but it kind of has me worried as kind of the landscape of where they're at with that. But as the Usos open up, they're interrupted by the Vision, which I thought was kind of funny because Paul Heyman kept trying to do his line, my name, ladies and gentlemen, and then Logan Paul just had to take over the microphone, talked a little shit. LA Knight comes out, LA Knight talks a little shit, and they say, you know what, let's just do a 6-team tag team match. If the Usos are with it, Usos of course are with it. So then they get into the match. Now, one thing I wanted to bring up right away that I wanted to get your opinion on, I thought was kind of weird. I just have the regular Netflix account, so I don't know if you have ad-free, if you got to see everything. My regular Netflix account, when they came back from break, the match was already underway, which I thought was weird. Was that the way for you guys? What did you feel about that?
I've got ad-free, and I still see damn commercials on Netflix, unless you're on the VPN.
Jared?
Yeah, I have the ads in it. Yeah, I popped right back into it.
Yeah, so I just thought that was weird that they started it kind of mid-match. Like they already started and they're like, all right, we're breaking in and we're going into it. So
you do like with a VPN, something international with the Netflix. That's when you see all those little interviews and stuff in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and oh, you know what? One thing I do want to make note of before we get any further, during one of those clips that you talked about in the interviews when we were watching commercials, I guess in Arena and maybe on the Netflix ad-free situation, the New Day came out, and what's his name? Not Kofi.
Damn, why are we drawing a blank now?
Oh gosh, Xavier Woods.
Yes, he's injured. Don't know how long he's going to be out, but him and Grayson Waller said that Xavier Woods is actually out currently. So he's hurt. So prayers up. Hopefully he's good.
That brings up one. I got 3 things I want to bring up, but throughout this.
Sure.
First one.
And by the way, I see my man Los in the stage. We'll bring you in right after this, Los. Go ahead, Jared.
Since you just brought him up, where the hell are they going with Grayson Waller?
Well, if you believe the rumors, he's the masked man.
Yeah.
I was like, he did when he came out for that part. He was He was wearing J's in that one, so he made sure he had a different pair of shoes on.
Yeah, that's yeah. I know. I did see that as well. I don't know what they're doing with Grayson Waller. You know what? Let's bring in our brother DJ Los in here. Bring him in. Hopefully this will work there. There he is. What's up, Los? How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, fellas. How we living?
Doing good, man. We just started the show. We're talking the 6-man tag team that started the whole thing off. And where do you think Grayson Waller is currently in? And by the way, Los is representing Arizona. Now he's got some beautiful weather. He's doing much better than all of us.
Man, it's wild out here. Like I just got done doing 5 in a row.
Woo! Damn, check you out, bro. Busy. My man's busy. So where do you think?
You were just out there, a year ago?
Yeah. Yeah, we were just out there. Yeah. So Los, where do you think Grayson Waller? Where do you think he's the masked man? What do you think of him?
I think so, because just based off of like body, like the masked man is skinny. He's not, he's not over muscular. That way I don't get hit with the no Diddy comment, right? But I think it could be him. I was trying to put two and two together this morning. I was drinking coffee, and it's kind of funny how that those are the things that you think of in the morning when you're by yourself. But I think it's him too.
And you know what? I think regardless of whoever it is, I feel like we're all going to be disappointed.
No, the thing that I'm curious about, because we all know that it's a skinnier guy, but there's one that nobody's brought up about this that was kind of rumored potentially to be the first masked man. Obviously, Grayson Waller is maybe the leading candidate, but I'm going to throw another name out: Montez Ford.
Well, yeah,
but he don't have the belly right now.
Well, I mean, Montez isn't that fat. I mean, we were kind of talking about it. He's not that big now. I mean, he put on a little bit, but
because he has
better shape than we are.
He has been off TV for some time, and could this be the start of Seth coming back and redeveloping his new squad?
Could be.
I love Montez. I mean, I think he's super athletic. I think he does a lot of cool things. Maybe if he drops the weight again, he'll still be athletic. I don't know. I don't want to get too much onto that. But yeah, I mean, who knows who the masked man is? But let's actually get back to the match real quick. So the result was Division 1. Bronson Reed pins Jimmy Uso. Post match, Logan grabs the Michael Cole's headset, and I don't know about you guys. When he went over to the table, I'm just like, don't tell me Logan Paul's going to try to fight Michael Cole. We're going down this road with Gunther again. I'm like, come on, man. Like, let's not do this. But as Logan grabs the headset and he's talking all his shit to Michael Cole, Masked Man appears, stomps out Logan, runs away. And then they do the thing where he's standing at the top of the steps. And I was like, oh, okay, they're about to review him like they did with Austin Theory. Nope, just right to commercial. So
that was horrible right after the stomp, because it's like he runs up the steps, stops, and they showed him for maybe a second.
Yeah, right, Los. Yeah, he looked like Harrison Ford in Star Wars. He's trapped in the. But yeah, I mean, I don't know where they're going with it. So that's basically what it is. I don't know where they're going with the Masked Man. I kind of feel like it's dragging a little bit. What are your opinions on it? David, what do you think? Dragging, or you think it's heating up? What are you thinking?
I think they're trying to do the long game a little bit. I'm thinking by Chamber, because obviously you won't.
They have to by Chamber. They got it.
Mania.
Yeah. It's probably going to be revealed at Chamber.
Yeah. I think
especially if Bronson gets in the Chamber,
makes the appearance and dictates who wins, and then the unveiling happens.
So one thing I wanted to ask you guys too, and kind of bounce off you, with Braun Breaker being out, it was pretty clear, and there's a backstage segment that we'll talk about too, where Bronson Reed's kind of stepping up. So do you feel like he's the power now in the Vision? Like, he's the top dog? Because I honestly, I wasn't sure if it was going to be him or Logan, because Logan is the mouthpiece, pause, so to speak. But Bronson's really stepping up. Lois, what are you thinking?
No, I think Bronson's definitely had to take that forefront, because Logan's Logan, but he's not a full timer. You know what I mean?
He is full time now. Now he is. He's there every week.
A few weeks ago.
He's been on every week, bro. He's a full timer. You gotta embrace it. He's a full timer. He's a full timer.
Yeah, he's been signed full time for about a year now, a little over.
Oh yeah, well, but he's not Oba. He's not. You know what I mean? He's not that guy. Basically,
I would say that I would not to go ahead, and I'll bring my.
No, it is a debate show. Yeah, continue though, Los. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, I just feel as far as like the core of who's there, like Bronson's been there since day one, so he's kind of just like going up and just at first.
Oh, you meant like that dude in the Vision is what you meant,
right? Yeah.
Got you.
But
yeah, I mean, Los isn't wrong on that aspect. When you put that angle on it, he is still kind of new in the Vision. So yeah, no, I totally get that. Yeah, so that's what kind of went on the first match. Anything else you guys want to touch on with this particular match before I move further?
I was going to bring up three things actually.
Yeah,
one,
hit him.
To Los's point, I believe they're going to push both of them, and the reason is yes, Bronson has been there, proven himself. He can be a top player, top dog there. Logan's got the reach. Logan has the followers, and Logan is a moneymaker. And right now, Creative and TKO needs a moneymaker to be able to draw more eyes in. And so they got to think of it that way as well. He's already had, when you think about it, he's had just as big of matchups as Bronson, fighting Roman, fighting some of these other guys, especially when he was a part-timer.
Yeah.
So I think of it that way. Now, the other 2 points are, where the hell are they going with Jimmy Uso? He is like an afterthought behind Jay right now. And it is just like Jay's music, Jay's hype stuff, barely on the mic, nothing like that. And I feel like it's just, yes, they are champs, but it's just, where did you go, dude? Like, and it's not his fault. It's like, what are they doing creatively for him? And then the third point I was going to say, LA Knight last night had the absolute best line all year long. In the last year, shut up, you simple-minded broccoli-haired bitch.
Broccoli-haired bitch.
Broccoli-headed bitch. That was the best line.
That was great. That was great. Yeah, no, it was that was an awesome line. And one thing I just kind of want to put out there too, as far as like Logan Paul, and I'm a newer fan, so I don't really know the WWE really without Logan Paul, because I've only really been watching the last 2.5 years. You really got to give him his props, because I'm sure you guys all seen on social media and stuff, the dude just made $16 million off of a freaking Pokemon card, shows up 2 days later, gets stomped out, like he doesn't need to be doing any of this at all.
He's going back and forth with Tom Brady the other day.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be doing any of this. And he's putting in the work. He's like, nah, this is fun. I love this shit. And I'm like, yo, props to you, bro. Like, I really, Los, you got something to say? Look, you got something. Oh, you muted me, Los. Los, you muted, brother. All right, well, we'll get Los's mic back. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Jared, you're still there, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's the okay. You're live.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, take your time, Los. It's all good. So
while we're on it, I'm kind of like with Jared.
Yeah.
With the Usos, the thing that keeps sticking out to me, why they're using Jay's theme and not the Usos theme.
Well, they're probably just using Jay's theme because that's what the kids know with Diggy in. You know what I mean? Like, they're just like, yeah, we just kind of want to keep it. I mean, actually, to me, that makes sense, but I do understand it kind of hurts Jimmy, because like Jimmy's just really just a sidekick.
That theme is for Jay.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the theme is literally, it's just me, Oos.
I don't understand it, because you go back, it'll be 2 years in April. Jimmy and Jay had one of the best Mania matchups I've ever put eyes on, and that was with Sammy and Kevin. That was one of the best matchups I've seen of, even singles matches.
3 years.
Amazing.
Right.
Is it 3 years now?
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. Oh, it was Hollywood. It was. Yeah, it'll be gosh dang.
Time flies.
I don't feel like
it. Time flies. Can
you hear me now?
Flies. Yes, yeah, you're all good, Los. You're back. Did you have a comment on Logan Paul before he? No, you're good, bro.
I was getting convinced. You guys are convicting me that he's actually tight. Like maybe I
man.
Realization that I'm a Logan Paul hater. Now I'm like,
well, a lot of people hate him, so
what you think of him as a person, as the athlete, you can't.
Yeah, I mean, see, I don't even do that, but I just like when he's really athletic. I mean, hell, the movie he did with Jelly Roll, like he be moving out there, man. And again, I always respect people that love something and they don't need to do it, and it's a lot of work to do it, and they still do it. Mm-hmm. He doesn't need to be doing any of this shit. Like, and he's committed, and I absolutely just respect the Logan Paul. So next segment we had we go backstage. We had Adam Pearce discovering a crate. It says do not open until 2/28, which is as we know, the Elimination Chamber date. The thing I thought was kind of funny about it was basically Adam Pearce is just like, I don't know what this is. Send it over to SmackDown. He's like, I don't want anything to do with it. Let Nick deal with it. I don't care. Like, he just basically just pawned it off. So what do you guys think is in the mystery crate? The one meme I saw that I mentioned in our group chat there, I was cracking up. It was Triple H in the crate with a microphone to announce that this is a new era of WWE begins today. I was cracking up, man. I thought that was too funny. But what are your thoughts? I mean, of course, it's a person-sized crate. I mean, hopefully there's a hole in there so they can breathe. Hopefully there's some food. I don't know. But what do you think is in the crate? David, let's start with you.
I mean, obviously, internet's going crazy thinking it's Jericho. But the one thing I'm watching, Jericho's still showing on AEW's roster.
Yeah, David's very up on top of that. He's very on top of that. So, and you've been pretty right too, because when Hobbs, as soon as he was removed, he showed up right at the Rumble. So that's a good indicator for sure. Jared, what do you think?
The only thing I had in my mind seeing it last night, it was a pretty tall crate. So I'm curious if it's a decently tall individual, but I got no freaking clue. I mean,
yeah,
I would hope it's Jericho because I would love to see him finish things out. I actually had the chance to meet him in a hotel at the MGM Signature in Vegas. Years back. Dude comes in, I'm sitting in the lobby, sits down right beside me, and I'm like, no freaking way. And
that's awesome.
We got to chat for probably 10 minutes or so. Cool dude. Talked about Fozzy and everything like that. Yeah, but really cool dude. I would hope it was him, but yeah, David's right on still showing up there. It could be Seth, it could be, other guys or anything like that. I think we need to see a couple more weeks.
Yep. Los, what are you thinking?
I have no clue.
So, but here's my thing. What if it's just not a person and it's just like a statue or
that's what
like
I also thought of.
You know what I mean?
Go back to the Sting
got
statue.
The Andre the Giant Battle Royal coming up, which is usually Mania. So it's like, are they unveiling an Andre statue?
Oh, shoot. That's actually a pretty good idea. I didn't even think about that.
They've got statues and they got that big trophy, but that's been going a while. I don't see that. That's got to be a person. Or it's going to be something stupid.
Yeah. I think that's
Gobbledygooker Part 2 or some shit like that.
It's the Undertaker.
Yeah, see, I don't know about that, but I heard that referenced a couple times. So what is the gobbledygook? What is that?
It was like some kind of chicken they had back in the early 90s. And everybody in the Undertaker,
like a mascot?
It was the unhatching with opening of the egg, and
the Undertaker actually thought that was going to be him before he debuted as the Undertaker.
Wow! I didn't know any.
It was not good.
It doesn't sound good.
It was 90s WWF.
Yeah.
That's good old Vince, the Vince era.
It was right about the same time where they turned Kevin Nash, aka the Diesel. He was the dentist.
No, that was Kane. Was Oslo Yankum. Kane.
It was. Yes, yeah. Yes, it was. Kane was the dentist.
Kane was Isaac Yankum, the fake Diesel. He was a couple other ones before that too.
That's interesting.
That's
we
crazy.
could do a whole show of this Kane.
Yeah, right. But back to Raw. The next match we had was our women's Elimination Chamber qualifier. Not really a surprise to me. I think we kind of touched on it on our Friday show. Asuka wins. A lot of these Elimination Chambers have been pretty much chalk, but we'll get to the men's one a little bit later on. Asuka wins by Bayley tapping out, which I thought the finish was a little bit different. I didn't expect a tap out on that.
Way too quick.
Yeah. I was good, Jared.
Oh, that's basically all I
was Bayley tapping the right call, for the finish with that? What do you think, Jared?
No. I could see her tapping. I'm not opposed to it. It was way too quick. Right. It was obvious that the ref got in the ear real quick to be able to tap real quick. It's just like, let him play it out a little bit, go 10, 15 seconds in that hold and in that lock and then be able to tap. there's nothing wrong with that. But she had tapped after 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It goes right back to SmackDown Friday night with
the tag match.
Yeah, the triple threat right there with Zelina Vega bouncing off the ropes and straight walking in and bending over into and like
right. Like yo, let it breathe a little bit. Yeah. Los, what are you thinking?
No, I thought the same thing. I thought it was very John Cena-ish, where she just sat there and was like, "All right, I'm gonna tap." Like, what's happening?
Right.
No, I'm in alignment with that. I thought the match overall was solid, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, yeah, it was a solid match. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really care about any three of the women that were in it. I don't know if I said too, Natty was also a part of this match as well. I'm not like super really into any of them, to be honest with you, but I thought Asuka was going to win for sure. David, do you have any thoughts on the match?
It's like we already nailed it pretty much, but it's like the referee was there, like the match was going heavy or something like that. Yeah. So the crowd took a minute. They're like, damn, it's over.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And then post match, we have Natty was like, you knew something was going to happen. She's walking backwards up the ramp as she's exiting after the match. Maxine comes out, attacks her, whole deal. So we still got that Natty Maxine thing, maybe for elimination. I don't know what they're going to do with that, but that's still.
Do you guys think they need the hype videos right before the match? I felt like they could have taken that time frame and used it for something more beneficial.
I don't, and I feel like the only reason they're doing that is literally just to fill time.
Mm-hmm.
Los, any opinions on Maxine and Natty?
I mean, can we give credit to Natty's new character to where like she's got the mean mug down good?
I like her entrance. I like the music and stuff.
She jumped right in Asuka's face before the bell.
Yeah. She's like, her conviction level is just like, okay, cool. Like we got a new badass. Where she was always like so like lighthearted, no pun intended, where she was very kind, but now she's just a dog.
Yeah.
And you can feel it in her character. I like how they protected her from the pin too. It was kind of like you knew Asuka was going to win just based off of like Bayley was in the chamber last year. I didn't see Natty's beef being done to where she would be elevated to the chamber. So it was just like, okay, terrific. This is what's going to happen. And it's kind of been like the whole planning process. Like I've been able to kind of see it with the creative aspect, but yeah, it was kind of like a no-brainer.
Do you guys feel like Bayley's kind of losing momentum now that,
Bayley reminds me of the Miz right now, still able to compete, but is sacrificing herself to put a lot of people over right now and make for quality matchups.
Yeah.
And if you listen, go back to Stephanie's podcast, she was on that, and she kind of talked about stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you think about it, not jump too much off, it's not like back in the day where they make superstars stay to the end of the show. So you come back to, gorilla full of people. Basically, they said like Bayley and maybe a couple others, the only ones that actually stay and watch. You go back and watch Unreal. Who's one of the superstars you always see in Gorilla?
Bayley,
fair point.
Becky, and Seth. Dude, Undertaker, Cena called people out, and Undertaker calls people out because it's they get done and they just leave to go to the hotel and everything. They're not learning, and it's been a big thing that's
part of like when the NXT when Thea won the North American Championship that she wasn't supposed to. She took off, so they couldn't fix it that night.
Interesting. Yeah, no, that's a good point there. So that was our women's Elimination Chamber qualifier. The next segment was one of our favorites here, Oba Femi contract drama. Adam Pearce is just like, hey, I know SmackDown offered you a contract. Trust me, mine's better. And Oba basically has leverage. He has his options. He's the hot girl in high school, so he can kind of pick whoever he wants at this point. But as he turns, he sees Rusev, and Rusev kind of gives him a mean mug. No words, just some straight mean mugging. And basically, Oba is Does he want to go beat up Kit Wilson, a much smaller person, or would he like to stick with Raw and go after the big guy like Rusev? So my question to you guys, do you think he's going to choose Raw or SmackDown? Let's start it with Jared.
Well, you know, I already stand on this. I would love to see Oba versus Rusev because I am a Rusev Day guy, you know.
Jared.
And it looked like the T-shirt was underneath the
That's what I'm
jacket
saying. My
there
text
too.
match,
Yep.
the shirt. He had a Rusev Day shirt on under.
Did he? I didn't.
did.
Go back and look at a clip.
I didn't
Just
see
a
that
little
part.
bit.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Yes.
Like, you know, like it's
It
there.
was over.
One night, and it will be there. You go back to this entrance and it will be there the very first night. People will go nuts for that. And that would be a quality matchup right there. Gosh, I would like to see him on Raw, but with Trick already there, they just got that. They just got Jevon.
No, Trick's on SmackDown, isn't he?
Trick is SmackDown.
Yeah, Trick's on SmackDown. Yeah.
But
But Jevon is on Raw though.
Jevon is Raw.
Jevon is on Raw.
So it could go back and forth because each one's gotten one of each with Braun out, with Seth out. I could potentially see him lean towards Raw right now just to be able to fill that void for a little bit.
And Raw is the bigger
Flagship.
show, so to speak. You know, yeah, that would make sense. Los, what are your thoughts? Oba, SmackDown or Raw?
I think he becomes a bigger star on Netflix as far as like, you know, the reach. I think he goes to Raw just based off of two. I keep seeing all these rumors about Oba and Brock at WrestleMania.
Too soon.
You know, you also have to factor in the fact that Netflix is international. So, you know, Oba isn't, you know, from America, so they might be able to get more eyes with him being on over at Netflix. Although, you know what? Now I say that out loud, though, Netflix, you can still see SmackDown and stuff. That's just for us in the U.S. If you are overseas, you can kind of see all the content. David, what are your thoughts? Raw, SmackDown, Oba?
Raw.
Yeah. I'd like to see him on.
I think Royce Keys is going whenever they put him back, he's going to miss SmackDown. So,
yeah, I think they need to position him where he has some bigger guys to fight. And, you know, we could get, you know, Oba and Rusev, Oba and Tama. You know, you can get him to fight a lot of big guys over there, which would be super entertaining. But, you know, there's always crossover too. So even if he signs with Raw, he can easily show up on SmackDown.
Walk just said same thing, keep him opposite of Trick because they were their rivalry in NXT was.
Do y'all pick up on crowd last night?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So I was going to bring that up. We could bring it up now. Yeah, literally, the crowd was chanting, whoop that Trick, and Trick isn't in the building. He's no promos, no nothing. So that just goes to show you how over he is with this. Shout out to D Walker, one of our regulars here in the chat. He says it would make sense to have Oba opposite brand of Trick. Yeah, that's definitely what we're thinking as well. But yeah, the whoop that Trick trance, I was like, damn. I was like, not even on SmackDown, not even in the building, and they're still like, wow.
I love how they were chanting for the ladies.
Yeah. Yes. I love it. Yeah, I love it. So yeah, I'm Trick Williams. My man is taking over. Yeah, him, Oba. And again, you know, we've kind of touched this on the podcast before where it's like, you know, when you have all these mid-carders where you're like, I don't know if they have something, and you know, we have so many people ready to come up that they're good to go. Like, I don't even see why are you even going to waste time on these people, because we have so many good people coming up. And speaking of people coming up, Stephanie Vaquer is one of those. And we had a Liv Morgan sit down where Dominik came out to help with the interview with Michael Cole backstage. Now, this was a tape segment. They get interrupted by Stephanie Vaquer. She says some things in Spanish. Dom is translating to Liv what she's saying, but you can't really hear it. I don't know if you guys got to see the kind of translation on it. They did put that out then afterwards. The translation was basically like, she's like, you've been given everything. Stephanie's saying, Liv, you've been given everything. I've had to work for this. I'm out here for all the little girls that dream to be a wrestler. And, you know, I will take you out if you pick me. I'll show you what a real champion looks like. It basically made Liv cry and walk off the set, which I was like, damn, I really wasn't expecting that. What do you guys think of the segment overall? And, where do you think it's kind of going with it? You think Liv's going to choose Stephanie? David, I'll start with you.
I know me and you were talking about it earlier. I do like that Dom was, you were talking about no subtitles, but it gives that little interaction storytelling with Dom whispering in her ear.
That was my only criticism of it. In a taped segment, I would have liked to have had the subtitles because what she was saying was very significant. So I would have. It's a taped segment again. You can easily just put the subtitles.
Dom translating it live like that. I think.
But you can't hear Dom though. That was the problem. If we would have been able to hear Dom better, I wouldn't have minded it as much because again, what Stephanie would say, it wasn't her normal shit talking. Like Stephanie kind of blurred the lines of reality and WWE. She's like, telling her story of like, I had to come up in Chile and wrestling isn't even a thing in Chile. And you know what I mean? And like you've been given, so it's very significant. So that's the only reason I would have wanted the subtitles or to at least be able to hear Dom a little bit better.
Yeah,
because Dom was based
like cliff notes.
Yeah. He's like, he's saying that she's better than you. And it's like, all right, I can't hear it. Like
you could tell she got in her head.
Yes.
Whole episode, she was up. I hope I'm wrong, but I could see it. I'm seeing a Dom turn on Liv and go and Steph Hill turn.
New girlfriend?
You think like he would get with Steph?
Who hasn't he got with?
Yeah.
Well, he's the man.
I would hate him if he did that.
That's what he wants. Though.
Like this son of a bitch.
But you got to think.
First Rhea, then I Liv, then Stephanie. Like
we got to think.
San Diego.
Stephanie's not getting the reaction she was. Steph is not getting those reactions she was at first.
But I will say this segment, I feel like it was a huge win for Steph. Yeah. Yep. Huge win. I think it really helped her out. Because she's been cooling off. She's been cooling off. And I feel like this really, really helped. Los, your thoughts?
I think it just stamped that's the match at Mania.
Yeah.
It has to be. Because now she's gonna, once the smoke settles for Liv, right? She's gonna come back and be like,
it's personal now, right?
We're gonna do exactly like you came after me, I come after you. Like I feel like it's the telltale because Jade would probably just stomp on Liv like a little ant, She would eat her for breakfast.
Compared to Jade, she is a little ant.
Yeah.
She's very small compared to Jade. By the way, Jared is not a big fan of Jade. That's why he's shaking his head. But go ahead, continue to those.
Jared's got a problem with it.
We'll not get him started with that.
Jared's got a poster on his wall behind.
Yeah. But Jared goes in the mirror every night like
my storm is coming.
Look, he's got his light set up
with the softcore porn music. We get that in there. And,
he's got his side switch programmed.
Oil him up.
Man, why y'all
Jared,
like that?
Jared, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the backstage segment with Liv?
Real quick, if I
could. Go ahead. Sorry, Los. Yep, sorry.
Like styles make fights, and the chemistry that can be between Liv and Stephanie can put on a really nice show at Mania. To where that maybe Liv, even if Liv loses, right? The end all be all is just Stephanie becoming a lot more over. To where she just becomes a really huge star, point blank. Like whoever wins, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I agree. And also Stephanie needs to develop a little bit more, which she is working on. More than just the devil's kiss. So she has that corkscrew thing that she does now.
That's
that's a crazy move. So yeah, she just needs to bring more of that, and she'll definitely get the fans back over. Jared, your thoughts on the backstage segment with Liv?
I like the segment. Had no problem with Dom in there. I like having him a part of things a little bit. I want to bring up 2 things because I feel like WWE Creative was listening to me on the pod from the other day, and the fact that I made two comments. One was allow some of these international superstars, these ladies, to be able to speak in their foreign language, and they did that for one. But then 2, utilize the Rock Cena situation and utilize social media to be able to help build the matchup or the the back and forth up a little bit more. And so with you guys, with putting this translation on social media, draws attention right there, and you can fill in throughout the week.
Good point. Good point. I didn't consider that angle. That's a good point, Jared. Good point. Good point. All right, Jared, you won me over. I guess we didn't need subtitles for it.
No, Jared.
So next, what's that?
I said Jared's onto something.
Yeah, man. No, for sure.
Well,
so next
point from Julia the other day.
Yes, we were talking about Julia.
We were talking about Kiana always being the mouthpiece for Julia, but it's like Julia can develop and speak her natural language and still be a factor. And they immediately 4 days later did it for Stephanie. So
yeah, I guess they're watching, so that's a good thing. So hello WWE Creative. So next next segment we had was next segment we had CM Punk come into the ring, talk a little shit about Finn, and then of course the Judgment Day comes out with the return of JD McDonough and Dom. So JD's back. He gets into the ring. Obviously the most talked about moment is the crowd chanting bobblehead. And I go ahead,
y'all notice on that little part when the crowd started, he kind of just turns his head and looks at Dom. Don't you laugh.
I didn't notice that. David pointed that out to me. I didn't notice that. But the thing that I thought was funny about it, as the crowd is chanting bobblehead, CM Punk kind of stops his promo. He goes, I'll allow it. Like he's like he's being into it. He's like, yeah, I'm cool with that. We could do the bobblehead. But yeah, basically, they're just kind of hyping up the Punk Finn matchup, with Finn basically being like, title, people don't necessarily think I can win it or whatever, but I'm here. And Punk basically turns his back and is just like, hey, I know you guys want to jump me. Go ahead and jump me. And it looked like Dom and JD were ready to go, and Finn's holding the back. He's like, nope, I got it, man. Like, we're not going to do it this way. And one little thing that I wanted to bring up and get your opinion on is I liked when Punk kind of basically told Finn, like, nah, man, I respect you, but everything you've accomplished was by yourself. Mm-hmm. You haven't really accomplished anything with the Judgment Day, and basically saying they're holding him back. So I feel like that's kind of do you think Punk's right about Finn on that? Los, I'll start with you.
What I liked about CM Punk pointing all that out is like he's pointing out details of things that when he wasn't even at the company, but he's making the observations like if he was, and he wasn't lying. So I think it was very significant, and I mean all of it, to just everything, the bigger picture and overall that he painted, it was spot on. Super spot on. No, it's only in a matter of time before that divorce happens.
Yeah. I feel like the whole Judgment Day is going to blow up rather quickly with Liv and Dom and Finn, and it's kind of a mess over there right now. Jared, what are your thoughts on the?
I got a couple of things. The whole segment lost me a little bit. I felt like it was lacking and could have had more to it.
I feel like drug on a little long.
Yeah, there could have been more to it. Second piece being, I think we all see the breakup coming because, for one, did you guys hear Finn comes into his own music, not the Judgment Day music? Mm-hmm.
So his whole theme,
and the crowd went off on that too. Crowd went off on that.
Purple anymore, like the accents.
Yeah. So he comes out to that, does his whole spread eagle thing, and then JD and Dom come out with it, afterwards. So there was that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. I know you guys don't like it, but Finn, CM, Elimination Chamber, great matchup. Roman comes out, interferes. Dom and JD come out, interfere, and then it sets up triple threat at Mania. I'm gonna say it right now.
I don't see him messing that big name up. Maybe a Backlash after Mania. They need star power.
Yeah, I think as far as Finn, I don't think it's necessarily a foregone conclusion that Punk is going to win, because they'll still have enough time where if Finn does beat Punk and get the belt, which again is very highly unlikely, especially being in Chicago, But should that happen, they got enough time where like they could just set up another rematch. Punk wins it back, and we're back to Punk and Roman. Go ahead, David.
I can see something like what Jared said, Dom and JD getting involved and costing Finn the match.
Yeah, I could see that too. And then there's your breakup, right? Like there's the whole. I can see it. All right, so next match we had Penta and El Grande Americano, with the winner earning the IC title shot. I should say we had the result was Penta wins after the OG El Grande Americano comes out to kind of interfere a little bit, get some extra shots after the match on El Grande. How do you kind of feel about this whole El Grande, OG Grande kind of thing back and forth? I mean, we all know it's, Chad Gable and all that, and Chad's basically
Chad.
You can tell they're teasing the mask versus mask at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Winner has to take off the mask. That would be dope.
But did you see they had the original did one of those little commercial segments when he was up in the stands with Kathy or whoever?
Oh, I didn't see that. Actually.
He's like, pop it up. He's like, pardon, my English is not no bueno. Then he cuts the promo in perfect English in Chad Gable voice.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, let's go to the Penta angle here. Do you think Penta can dethrone Dom and kind of get back into it? Now, one thing I did notice, I don't know if you guys noticed, Penta's entrance was even more now. Like because I don't remember all 4 posts being lit up with sparklers on the ring. They always did the overhead shot with the spinning, but I don't remember all 4 posts having the pyro and stuff going with that. So it kind of feel like they elevated his entrance a little bit, at least to me. How did you guys feel about it? Do you feel like he has a shot to kind of dethrone Dom on that? Los?
If it's not Penta, then it's got to be Finn, because I could see like at the chamber where the Judgment Day screws with the match, and then all of a sudden now it's Dominik and Finn at Mania. But if that doesn't happen, then yes, I feel like they have to put they have to put something on Penta.
Yeah, man. People love him, man. People love him.
Without it being with his brother, like, because they already had that.
Right.
And these guys are massive on their own, being on different shows, where I would love, and I mean, maybe it's just the Latino in me, but yeah, I would love for Penta to take the title off of Dom.
And Penta and his brother they're back together on AAA. They're going to be doing, I forget the name of the event, but they have the big AAA event that they're going to be wrestling in as well. David, your thoughts?
I wish they would go ahead and say, because I'm like, I can see what Lo said. I got that Dom Finn feeling maybe at Mania. Yeah. Is this title going to be, this match going to be at Elimination Chamber? Because Dom has not defended that damn thing in forever. Like we were talking about again the other night. They need to go back to these 30 days defenses to make these titles more important.
Jared, what are your thoughts?
Not everybody can get the Jade
102 days.
102 days.
Ooh. Jared, what are your thoughts on the Penta if he could take out Dom?
Triggered.
I see that happening in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. So I'm throwing some ideas out at you guys to get your opinions on. Does the Intercontinental Championship Penta Dom happen in Elimination Chamber as well as Grande versus Grande? And the
Dom Penta, I could see. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm throwing or the Raw after, yeah, or SmackDown before. Well, not the SmackDown before, but because I'm considering Dom Finn Mania. That could set things up to destroy the Judgment Day, but I'm also considering Penta versus Chad Gable Grande at Mania, because that would be a good Intercontinental, because I don't think that they go Mania without the original Grande.
I think the Grandes will be at Mania. Because you notice him and Penta had a little interaction in the ring.
Yeah, they slapped it up.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought about this. What about Penta, Dom, night after Chamber or that Raw? Finn gets screwed over at Chamber because of Dom and them.
Mm-hmm.
Dom screws Finn out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or just
I
enough
can
to distract him.
I think Dom Penta could be Elimination Chamber. I don't know if they would do the Grande at Elimination. I think that might be a Raw after. I'm trying to think. I don't know if that'd be maybe a WrestleMania. I mean, they do have 2 nights to fill up, so that could be a WrestleMania match.
I think Mask versus Mask is at Mania.
Yeah, I can see that.
It'll be massive. Because they'll be able to continue to build it up at AAA and on the WWE side.
And to the AAA point, I was gonna say to the AAA point. Again, I do watch this Saturdays. It's on YouTube. I watch all the AAA matches. El Grande Americano, the fake or modern one, if you want to say, the modern El Grande Americano is super over in AAA. They love him in AAA. So having him on a Mania card would make a lot of sense. So yeah, I can see that for sure. Anything else before we wrap up on this topic?
One thing. So for Mask versus Mask, because he is so over on AAA, I feel that the second Americano beats Chad Gable.
You think modern over OG? The modern, yeah, and I could see that too. I could totally see that too for that exact reason.
Does the squad, the Grande minis, play a factor?
Los Americanos.
little
mini
interference.
Man, they're like minion Americanos.
They just need to come
back. By the way, I want to make a correction. Last week, or I think it was Friday, I was calling him Berto. It's Bravo, not Berto. Bravo is the name because we were talking about the Jevon Evans move, and I was like, "Oh, Berto, right?" And yeah, Berto. Bravo. Yeah, Bravo. I just wanted to make sure. So, so then after that match, we had a little preview for AJ Styles tribute in Georgia. So what are we kind of thinking about that, man? I mean, I'd expect him to be there and kind of say something. My real question to you guys is, do you think anyone interrupts or you think Gunther comes out or ruins it? Or do you think it's just going to be just a straight celebration, highlights in between matches kind of thing? Jared, I'll start with you on this one.
First thing, watching it, I'm glad that they're doing this because he did not get the send-off or the build-up off that he deserves. Because
closure, we need a little closure.
We were able to all kind of predict it and see it, and especially you did, Matt. You were calling it days ahead of time. But for what that man has done, he definitely deserves, to get that send-off. I'm crossing my fingers. I would love to see one more Mania moment with him, but it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, I could see Gunther coming out and ruining it or something like that.
Because I mean, dude, not for nothing, the way they're building Gunther, that would make people hate him even more. Like, and that
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that would make it. Go ahead, Los. You want to talk about it a little bit?
No, I mean just all the heat that he's been getting already. Even from it began with Goldberg and then John Cena, and like he's gonna lean into it. He's the big bad wolf now. He's crushing everyone's childhood, one career at a time.
Star at a time.
Yeah, so he's definitely going to interrupt it, and it's going to create. Who knows? Maybe it creates like Rey Mysterio's final match.
I know, that's what they were talking about. Oh, I don't want to see that. Oh,
I'm a bigger low deck. That's going to be, I think, a setup for him and Mysterio.
I think David in text, you told me that, right? Like you're kind of alluding to that.
And I think he's going to get extra heat. That's the same arena that Goldberg got retired at.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's right. It was in Georgia.
He's going to get double heat. He's going to get double heat.
Whew.
Damn.
Yeah, and now that we're talking about it, I almost can guarantee that he's going to be interrupting AJ. Oh man, that's going to be. Whew. All right, so we got that coming up though. Our main event was our men's chamber qualifier. Gunther, Jevon, Evans, Dominik. Before we get into who won and all that, we know Jevon Evans won, but one thing I don't know if you guys noticed, but I definitely noticed Gunther's entrance. Big Gunther in the center, and now on the sides, career killer. So his big Tron has Gunther, career killer on the sides, really leaning into that I'm going to destroy everybody and ruin everybody fun kind of thing. Jevon Evans, though, to my surprise,
That was all
ends
of our
up getting
surprise.
ends up getting the pin on Dom. Yep, David did. He did say he did put that out there. He was just like, nah, I think he has a shot. But I was really shocked. To be honest with you, I thought Gunther was going to win this just because, again, how we kind of talked about Gunther and where they're positioning him and all that. I thought Gunther had it in the bag. I thought maybe Dominik was not expecting Jevon. Huge Jevon fan. Super happy he's getting the opportunity. I don't think he's going to win Elimination Chamber, but
he'll have a viral moment or two.
Always does. I mean, by far. I mean,
he'll be jumping off a pod. Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, you know he's already playing
off the top of the pod.
That's gonna be awesome. But during the match, with how Jevon got the pin on Dominik, I do want to mention Dragon Lee interferes with Gunther, basically taking Gunther out of the match, which also protects Gunther and his allure right now that he kind of has. Which you did call. You did call that as well. Yeah. David did call that as well. But yeah, Jevon capitalizes, pins Dom, advances to the chamber. What do you guys think about Jevon? You think he's ready for Elimination Chamber? I mean, I don't think he's gonna win, but I feel like he's the breakout star of the year so far, man. I mean, ever since he stepped on the scene, my man has just been every week there's a move he does or something where it's just like, holy shit, like my God, this guy. Jared, I'll start with you, brother. What are your thoughts on Jevon making it to elimination over Gunther and Dom?
I got no issues with it. I agree. I think he's gonna have a viral moment or two within there, just wow the heck out of the crowd. Because if you think about it, you got Orton. Orton's not gonna do anything completely wow. But oh wait, I'm doing a viral moment right now. Jevon jumps off a pod and Randy RKO's his ass.
I knew exactly where he was going.
That would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool.
I mean, it's
our WWE boners just went up. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Los, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're fine. Like, because when you guys started talking about it, because I have the Wikipedia up of all the matches for Chamber, and I'm like, God, you got Randy, you got Cody, which they all. The RKO and the Cutter, they kind of look similar, right, in their own little realm. But then Jevon, like they meet. I could see like a spot where like they do like a double Cutter RKO. Like is it LA Knight or if it's somebody else, where like Jevon and Randy do something crazy like that. But it just makes it interesting for sure. I mean, I definitely don't think he wins, but he'll have those viral moments like you guys were saying, to where he's just gonna get so much more over, and the kid's only 21. It's crazy.
It's crazy. I think I text. I was gonna say I think I text in our group chat. I don't think he's 21 yet. Yeah, I think he's turning 21 this year. Like he either just turned 21, but regardless, I put in our group text. I mean, as WWE fans, how lucky are we that we get to see this guy for like the next 20 years?
Bro, I didn't get my life together until I was 30. What's this keep doing?
I'm just Carolina boy.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. David, what are your thoughts of Jevon getting in there? And
I'm hyped for it. The one thing I would love to see, I just don't see it happening yet. Just imagine if Logan Paul somehow gets in the chamber too. A moment between those two.
Or just a spot.
Yeah, it's gonna come regardless, but yeah, that would be awesome.
means that Bronson wins. When for next week was it Jay Bronson and the OG?
I was actually just about to get into that. So yeah.
That's the last spot on Raw, so yeah, Logan won't be in it.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think Logan will be, but we'll definitely get that Logan Jevon matchup for sure. When you have those athletic guys, they always try to get them together for sure for a nice exhibition there. And then Los kind of mentioned it already. Next week on Raw, the qualifiers, we have our women's side is going to be Raquel Rodriguez, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane. Again, I talked about it pretty much every show. I kind of hate these chalk ones. There's zero chance Io Sky doesn't win this. I mean, how do you guys feel about it? I think it's a foregone conclusion. I don't see Raquel or Kairi even getting close.
Asuka get involved to try to help Kairi. Screws Kairi.
And then that could be their split, right? Because that's kind of been working. Jared, what are your thoughts on the women's qualifier? Raquel, Io, Kairi.
Raquel, Io, Kairi, Asuka definitely interferes. I could potentially see Liv coming out on Raquel's part.
But then is Rhea going to come out? And then all of a sudden we're looking at like a tag team thing,
Nah, Asuka is my odds, higher percentage, I think, to come out. That I think they're going to see that. I'm back and forth because I could still see those two being a part of a big tag team match at Mania. But then I also could see that leading up to a feud between both of them, and we go Asuka, Kairi 1-on-1 at Mania, because that's been building up for a long time. But
it would be a hell of a match.
Yeah,
Kairi's very underrated.
Yeah,
she's very under. Actually, to be honest with you, I like her better than Asuka.
They gave her more talking time last time than I've seen in a while, which I was happy to see. I could see Io starting to get in her head a little bit more too. I think they started to kind of push that in just a little bit with her talking. It'll be interesting to see it play out.
So many directions that one could go.
Yeah,
the women's chamber is so crazy though, because there's the potential of so many tag teams being involved in it.
Yeah.
So then, what tag teams get severed for the conclusion to go to WrestleMania? Because on the other side, Charlotte has a match to get into the chamber, right? Alexa's already in. If Io gets in, Rhea's already in. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. I could see Raquel winning to where winning the qualifier, and then Rhea not winning Elimination Chamber, and then it's Rio at WrestleMania versus maybe Charlexa, which would be good.
This is my early prediction for the women's chamber. Alexa wins it. David versus Goliath kind of feel.
Damn.
it would feel that way. Yeah, it would. Would you? I'm sorry, Los. What'd you say?
I said Jade would eat Alexa too.
Yes, you would. Yes.
That's to say, but at David versus Goliath, who could do all the supernatural shit?
Yeah,
Alexa's got that Bray Wyatt in her.
Right. And then on the men's side of it, we have Bronson Reed, Jey Uso, and it's the OG Grande, right? Yeah, OG Grande. All three of them are be going at it. This one's a little more trickier just because I think Bronson's probably the favorite, but I really wouldn't rule out Jey or Grande. I feel like this one's probably the most up in the air elimination chamber we've gotten so far. What are your kind of thoughts on this, guys? I'll start with you, David.
I just got a Bronson feeling.
Yeah, I do too. I think
you got to have somebody in it, but then Masked Man at the chamber taking that Bronson.
Ooh. And then maybe we get the reveal. I can see that, Jared.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm just curious how he gets into the chamber.
What do you mean?
like how the masked man gets in the chamber.
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody's eliminated. Those doors get
The
open.
door opened. That's what I had a feeling kind of potentially of. I could see that. Yeah, I think I lean towards Bronson as well. I wonder if it sets up Jay and Jimmy versus Theory and Logan potentially for a title, and you could get something there. I just, from a creative side, where are you going with Jay and Jimmy leading up? Because you can't leave those two guys off of Mania. But where?
I was going to say, before I get to take it over to Los, one thing I do want to say with it being kind of up in the air, because really, if you think about it, let's just say Jey Uso wins this. Are they trying to elevate Jay again to be the main event, Jey Uso? You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's kind of up in the air to me. Los, what are your kind of thoughts on that?
I think just going based off of what they've been giving us, right, and the hand that they're showing us, with Jimmy giving like the rub and the nod to go and win a singles championship. So like, I think the reason why they put the titles on the Usos is because they knew the abrupt storytelling to get AJ his retirement match. So they had to take the titles off of him and Dragon Lee. But they're like, take them off the titles, put it on the Usos. But then now, like, it's got to be soon to where Naomi's going to be giving birth, right? So then there's only like, they got to probably sooner than later take the titles off the Usos to where they could elevate Jay. That's where I kind of feel like it's kind of happening in the background.
There's a couple different ways they could go with it for sure.
Which need to do something with this tag division. It's always an afterthought for years.
Yeah, but do you think, Los? Do you think Jimmy? The reason Jimmy was off TV for 3 weeks was Naomi finally giving birth the last couple of weeks, or is she not due for a couple more?
She's due anytime.
That's what I thought. So
I mean, they kind of alluded to maybe like complications or her being on bed rest or something like that. So maybe that's why he was away.
He didn't want to go overseas while she's dealing.
Yeah.
With it.
For sure.
Now these guys have so much benefits nowadays where it's great for them, but we kind of take it in the shorts for the storytelling aspect of it. But all of it sounds good with that.
And I was going to say, it really, as much criticism as WWE creative gets, and by us as well, it is a tough job, because all of a sudden now, you have these things pop up. Braun Breaker's out. Well, we all know he was probably a major factor for WrestleMania coming up. So it's just
was winning.
All right. Yeah, it's like we gotta shift everything around and jumble everything around. So a little credit to WWE creative for trying to keep it all going. But yeah, so that was our main event. Jevon Evans is going to be in there. A couple cliff notes. We kind of talked about the whoop that trick thing, which is kind of funny. But I'm sure you guys noticed it as well as I did. We had Timu green shirt guy and his Timu son front row there.
He had a sign. I couldn't read it.
I didn't see. Yeah, I didn't see the sign.
A little line somewhere,
but the kid had the painted on little goatee kind of thing. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, I wonder how green shirt guy feels about that. It's just like, man,
Dude, I would have loved to see a commercial interaction between him and Logan.
I know, did you guys in a really good spot? Yeah.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys see the? I was gonna say, did you see the clip of Logan FaceTiming green shirt guy? Yeah. So if you didn't see the clip, it was hilarious. So Logan Paul's talking about green shirt guy. He hates him. He's just like, everyone holding up this sign. What did the sign say that everyone's holding? Like Logan's an outsider or something, right? Right. Yeah. So
that was the whole Logan interviewed Tiffany.
Yes. Yeah. So he was like, I know it's that green shirt guy. They're like, you want me to FaceTime? He's like, yeah. And I love that he FaceTimes the green shirt guy. He's just like, I know that was you. He goes, yeah, it was me. Like, he didn't even like to try to play on. He's like, yep, I did that. That was me. So just a little clip note there with the green shirt guy. I thought that was kind of funny. I wanted to bring that up. So SmackDown, our Elimination Chamber qualifiers, will end the show on this. Oh, actually, you know what? I did want to show this one little comment here. This is from That is a long ass name. Black Man something. Says, it's fascinating how professional wrestling is often described as a soap opera for men. Yet after all these years, WWE has never employed a dedicated writer specifically focused on maximizing the show's dramatic potential. Do you think the company should create such a role to elevate the emotional and narrative impact of its storytelling? Great question. Asking my opinion, I think that would help. For sure. I think that would absolutely help. David, what do you think?
I'm a little iffy.
Like a full-time kind of writer, like you like the more collaborative?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Unreal, we've seen those boards. I mean, I remember Freddie Prinze Jr. was a writer for how many years for WWE? I don't know if you knew that yet.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Freddie Prinze Jr., the actor.
Yeah, I know who he is. That's
15, 20 years or so.
Damn, for real? I didn't even know that. Jared, what are your thoughts? Do you think he should have a?
I love the question. The question. You guys know a little bit of how I think this way. I still love the creative team that way. I would love to see. I think this is a great idea. I would love to see 2 or 3 writers like this. You put one writer that helps develop the storytelling this way at the top of the card, especially for the men's. You put one for the mid-card guys, because a lot of times the mid-card guys just get thrown into a match randomly or whatever, and it would help develop their characters and the storylines there. And then I think you put a third one that focuses on the women.
I like that.
But then you obviously have the creative team to be able to help have input, the history, and be able to come
have Triple H and all them.
Yeah, and that way, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Los, any thoughts?
I mean, from initial reaction to the question itself, I wasn't a fan of it, but Jared just got me over. Where I think, you develop the character and the person, right, to just become a little bit more better. Like, it's elevating their ability. It's just like us, right? We go out and we host, and the first time we would do it, it was trash. But now that you've created something from all the reps, you become a better MC, right? Mm-hmm. Jared's spot on. I love it.
Yeah, awesome.
You make a great point, because us 4 right here, how many of you guys have created a character of yourself to be able to be that DJ, put yourself out there as that MC? And how many of us are different when we're sitting in our offices right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
For sure.
Like, it's me being on and didn't just be me.
Yeah, I think the term is ultravert, which is exactly what I am, where it's just like you're social when you need to be, but when you're at home, it's just like that's how I am. Like as soon as this podcast is over, I'm silent mode.
I gotta go find somewhere to eat in Vegas.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jared.
Oh, I apologize for interrupting.
No, you're good.
It's funny that we bring all this up, because it was probably 8 months ago, beginning of summertime, in the gym that I go to. Never guess who randomly shows up when AEW is in town. Badass Billy Gunn.
Oh, dope.
Dude is, for his age, is just jacked.
He's bigger now.
Oh, he's insane how ripped he is. So he actually shows up back-to-back days. First day, he was, I'm grabbing a protein shake or something like that. He's over, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to be that guy, but great to see you in here. Love for what you've done. He's like, appreciate it. Actually talks to me for a couple minutes. Second day in, he comes up and talks to me for a second or two. And I go, hey, do you mind if I ask you one question and about all of your experience? And I go, I'm a DJ. I do mobile events, a lot of corporate events, weddings, things like that. Mic work, I know, is such a huge thing in what you've done over the years, and actually what I do. If you could give me any advice on anything that you've learned over the years, what would it be in the mic work? And he goes,
great question. You
need to be authentic and just be real with your crowd. If you can do that, you will win over the people so much 100%. More. And I was like, thank you. Like, and I was, because I was like, I don't want to ask him some stupid question.
Yeah. No, it's a great question.
Mic work and what we do is so important, especially with just being transparent and authentic with the people and the crowd that we deal with always. And I loved the answer that I gave, and I was greatly appreciative of that. But it was such a cool moment. I was like, dude, I remember you from freaking DX and those days. And, So
and to that point about the mic work and emceeing, you can that's also what kind of separates the CM Punks from like the LA Knights. Like LA Knight to me seems a little more like his cadence is a little more like you know, where CM Punk is just naturally like, hey Los, I know you, and you know what I mean. It's just like, hey Los, I know you, you are, you know what I mean. Like it's more conversational, which definitely makes it feel more authentic. David, you have some?
This just made me think about something. We didn't talk about the AJ Becky segment.
Oh yeah,
Like the authentic, like that.
Yeah.
That whole this segment felt forced.
You know what, and that is on me. I'll be honest, I didn't take any notes during that segment because I thought it was kind of.
But that was a good.
Like nothing really happened during it. Like there was no new. It was just there.
But honestly, that was a good segue for what Jared was just talking about. It goes, those two, as big as names they are, they didn't sell themselves.
AJ's kind of struggling, I feel. I don't know about you guys. I feel like AJ's kind of struggling in this. I feel like she's struggling in this new women's world.
10 years for her, so.
Yeah, and it's changed a lot. We kind of talked, I don't know if it was on the show or through text, we kind of talked about how different the women's division is from back then to now. I only really know the now, so when these Bella Twins and everybody comes back and I see them in the ring, I'm like, this isn't good.
Irrelevant.
You know, because I'm spoiled at this point, right? I see Sol Ruka and I see, you know, all these Io Skies and Rhea Ripley's. Like, I'm spoiled at this point. So it's just like when these retro, you know, acts come back, again, I don't have the nostalgia feeling that you guys necessarily have. So it hits me a little bit differently than you guys. But like, you know, like the Bella Twins that I mentioned, I'm like, I'm good if they go away tomorrow. I'm good. Los seems like he's good too.
It just seems like
yeah,
they wrote him off in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, they haven't. Yeah,
it was horrible, and it's like, all right, go back.
We tried. Sorry, guys, we tried.
I got a feeling they will be involved in Mania in the women's tag match.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's like a 4-team tag match or something. It's just not that.
Yeah, I still think that's a multi.
TLC, that would be the only way it would be worth it.
Yeah.
Back to your Sol Ruka observation. Did you guys see clips of her working out with Sheamus?
The Sheamus? Oh gosh.
I saw the thumbnail. I didn't watch the video though. Crazy.
And I'm like, yeah, she's an ex-gymnast, kind of like Tiffy.
U of O.
Yeah, she
I mean, I thought you were Ray Phoenix for a second.
Was it there I think I remember seeing somewhere like she was either going to be a stunt woman or a wrestler, right? And she just ended up being like a wrestler. I think she wanted to do like stunts.
I think she did. She was a gymnast at U of O, and then I believe she got into doing stunts just a little bit for a year or two, a couple of years, and then she became and they found her, I believe, because of the college NIL deal that they have now, and that's where they've been finding. That's where they found Oba, and they found a couple of the other guys, and that's just going to continue.
Can you still just imagine Oba in Alabama?
Oba,
and he was a shot putter. He didn't even play football or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, he's a massive dude. Los, you had a comment there? I didn't want to cut
you. Just more reactions. You know, and this has nothing to do with like vanity or anything like that, because like when Sol Ruka's, you know, in ring, you know, gear, she kind of looks like the newer version of Lita, right? Where she's like got on like baggier pants and such. But noticing and, you know, knowing she's a gymnast, you know, they're super strong, but like her thighs and hamstrings, they're crazy. I was like, this is
looking at
nuts. Well, you know, not to be.
It's like a workout video, Jared. I mean, she's working out.
I get it. I had to.
I'm not like gawking over Jade or anything like that, Jared. But you know, but no, just going based off. It's like, dang, you just the appreciation of the athlete is basically my angle, to where you know the talent pool that WWE has now today is crazy. And now that when they're bringing back these divas that are past their prime, they can't keep up. They can't keep up in the ring. They can't keep up on the mic.
Yeah.
You know, and the Bella Twins is just irrelevant.
No, it's a great point you make, because think of the athletes that they have. Soul being a gymnast. You've got Naomi, a former NBA cheerleader. You got Bianca as a track star. You got
Lash Legend,
as a WNBA, player. And I'm sure
Io's super athletic. Yeah, they're loaded. Yeah, and then when you kind of get those girls in the matches with the older divas,
the one thing with Io that sticks out from Unreal is that 5-minute handstand exercise she does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, the Io. Yeah, I saw that. That was nuts. So I don't think we didn't talk about the Elimination Chamber qualifiers for SmackDown. We got Carmelo Hayes, Damian Priest, Trick Williams. Now, we talked about Trick, the whoop that Trick chance. I think at this point, Trick's probably the favorite. I thought Damian when it was first, but I think at this point, I think it's Trick's to lose pretty much. Los, what are your thoughts?
Definitely not Damian, because he was in the chamber last year. Carmelo will probably defend the U.S. title at Mania. And Trick we were already, just like you said right now, he's so over. He has to win and go to the chamber. And, like the spots between him and Jevon too, like it'll be.
And not for nothing, the spots between him and Melo, I think, will be really dope for Friday too.
Yeah.
I think they'll have. What's that, Jared?
The Trick Mello gang from back when they were a team. I could see them teaming up together for a second to beat Damian down, but then those two going at it. But yeah, I gotta switch my prediction from the other day. I know I had said Damian, but after seeing the crowd again
and he wasn't even in the building. No, he wasn't even in the building.
Even in his show.
With them taking Jevon from Raw, I think Trick is going to be the one from SmackDown that goes in with the new guy. And Damian, they'll probably figure something with him out, maybe. Yeah. And then Melo with the U.S. title.
Before I take it to David, I would like to see like a Damian and Oba matchup. I think that would be awesome.
I think they're gonna book like the 200th match with Alistair.
Yeah, I'm so over that. I'm so over it. But David, what are your thoughts? Men's qualifier chamber.
I just got that Trick feeling also.
Yeah, I think it's.
Him and Jevon got history in the NXT too, so.
Chemistry.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a foregone conclusion there. And then our women's, we have Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, Kiana James. This is, again, a little chalk to me. Charlotte, I'm sure, will win this one. Maybe Nia. No shot for Kiana. Kiana's coming up, though. I don't want to bash her like that. Like she's coming up. I just don't see her. Yeah, I don't see her doing too much. Jared, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts on the women's qualifier?
I agree. Odds are Charlotte, but after Kiana's performance in the Rumble, I would potentially like to see her in the chamber. Since they're given, a couple of the young guys that just got called up an opportunity in the chamber. Maybe.
I feel like she's done enough on her own yet, though. That's the only thing. She hasn't done enough on her own.
No, but when do you give her the chance to? Do you have to have a feud between her and Julia first to be able to have that opportunity, or?
Well, yeah, I don't know if that necessarily has to be that. I think she just needs to wrestle some more matches because, honestly, I think I can only recall maybe 3 or 4 that she's done. I remember that first one she got, was it Michin, like knocked her out in like 10 seconds. Remember that? Like that was like her first like solo match, and she was done in like 10 seconds. So I just don't think she's. I don't think she's, put it this way, I don't think she's a big enough name to book for something like an Elimination Chamber. Raw, SmackDown, yes, keep building her up on she's actually SmackDown. Keep building her up with the different matches. But once she starts wrestling and like getting into feuds with, I don't know, but let's just say like Charlotte Flair one-on-one, once she starts wrestling those types, then she can be elevated because she has stepped up over the last couple weeks. If you would have brought her up a month ago to me, I would be like, get rid of her. She's a waste of time. Like, what are we doing?
Isn't the other thing, isn't she pretty fresh off of that knee injury still? Because I see her with the brace all the time. Or was that a past
I don't
injury?
know.
years
Yeah, at that I don't know.
She
David?
hurt with that when she was in NXT. So when she first came to the main roster, I think she was originally supposed to help Pierce out on Raw. That way they kept her on camera. Yeah, I think she hadn't wrestled for a while, even after she was on camera.
So the knee injury
She
is
should be.
more
She-
recent.
I think she should be good. That's been over a year. She's
So
been
maybe
on
it's like
the
just
roster
a
for a while.
precautionary thing,
Precautionary
maybe.
deal. It could be
Yeah, I mean, could you look
She's
at?
had it the whole time.
I mean, I'm drawing a blank. Who still wears a brace and she's had surgery for years. I mean, Charlotte. too.
Charlotte, yeah, Charlotte. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, she's been back for over a year.
Los, what are your thoughts on the women's side of it?
So I'm just looking at everything here. I think it's Charlotte. She's just a shoe in. Like, it's kind of crazy. Just looking at the chamber matches, you know, like the men's side, like your obvious ones is Cody and Randy, but even like LA Knight getting a little nod, right? That's a little out of their ordinary. You got Jevon, you know, most likely Trick, most likely Jay or Bronson, which is like some new fresh blood. But on the women's side, it's just like oh yeah, that's an obvious pick. You know, you got Tiffany, you got Rhea, you got Alexa, you know, EO, right? So I feel like it's gotta be Charlotte. I don't think Nia Jax, she doesn't have the clout to get in or the talent, in my opinion, right? Even though she's, you know, on her weight loss journey, and she's just not she's just rough.
Oh, come on. You don't see Nia crawling up to the top of a pod?
Yeah,
No, I would.
I see her sitting on somebody. That's pretty much it. You know, that's her move. She just kind of sits on somebody. But
right, exactly. You know, I used to do that too in school. That was my go-to.
Yeah,
you know, you win every fight that way. But
right.
you know, just like Matt was saying though, like Kiana doesn't really have like the experience to get that win. If she did happen to sneak one out one way or another, though, that would be like the one that they're trying to really build up.
Oh, that would elevate. Yeah, that would elevate her huge.
So you make a good point there, is potentially Lash gets involved, Lexa gets involved, and screws each other with Charlotte and Nia. Kiana sneaks one out potentially.
Yeah,
there has been that feud for a while, but odds are probably not. But I've seen more surprising things in the past.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, guys. Well, and one little note for Friday is we got Oba fighting Kit. And this time it's official.
I like how they're calling it a grudge match.
The toxicity match. So you know,
it'll get a few shots in there, but
that
they got to build Oba more.
All right, so over under 2 minutes. I'm going under.
I'm going over just because he's gonna run around the ring or something. He's gonna run.
Over under. It gets thrown 10 feet in the air.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's gonna go over his head and then under when he gets pinned.
I'm gonna put a bet in for under 2 minutes for sure.
Yeah.
Look what he did to the Tomb Raiders.
Yeah.
I love Los.
War Raiders. Yeah, War Raiders. Yeah.
Counting entrances.
Los, I had not thought about this, but I would love to see it. I don't know if it happens, but I like your idea of Brock versus Oba at Mania.
That'd be cool.
It's going to happen.
Cool. It would be massive. Because the other rumors is LA and Brock. That's the other rumor.
Which would be ridiculous. Like, we need to throw that out.
Yeah.
Jared.
That's ridiculous.
What you got?
Raw contract. His contract's better because he gets a match with Brock at Mania.
Oh, and they kind of planted the seed at Rumble, right? Where they both kind of faced off for a second there. You know, they kind of planted the seed at Mania.
And here's the other thing.
Rumble. What's that?
Didn't Oba eliminate him? Oh, sorry. Let's go ahead.
No, you go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I was just saying, didn't Oba eliminate Brock?
Nah.
Yeah. No. It was. Yes.
No, they screwed it up because they went to freaking.
Yeah, because Jey Uso was doing. Yeah. And then Brock. Yeah, who eliminated Brock? I don't remember.
I think LA did.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
I think
David.
that's
yeah,
right.
actually, yeah, over the rope. Yeah.
Brock eliminated Oba. D-Walk said.
Oh, D Walker said Brock eliminated Oba. But yeah, so we kind of have that seed's already been kind of planted there. So yeah, Brock and Oba would be dope.
Because those are Easter eggs, right? And the other
Yeah.
Easter egg ever since Jade arrived is the Easter egg of Charlotte and Jade. How they've always just like when they've been going, one's leaving the ring and one's coming down, they kind of just look at each other like one day it's on. Like,
yeah, and that would be a hell of a matchup.
The chamber.
Oh, you know what? Damn, I didn't think about that, Los.
That's good.
Ah.
Cody and LA eliminated Brock.
Yep. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Anything you want to touch on before we jump up out of here? David, I'll go around. David?
Matt, I think we're going to add a little spot between me and Jared to get you up to date on stuff.
Yes.
All right. So how do you know how the Judgment Day was formed? Who the original members were?
No.
Who would you think?
I mean, I know Rhea was part of it. Rhea, Dom, and I mean, honestly, Rhea's the only one I know that was no longer part of it, but was at one point. Oh, and Damien, right? Damien was in it too. Those are the only two I know that were in it.
The originator? Edge.
Edge. Okay. See, I'm unfamiliar with Edge. I don't watch AEW. So he was the one that formed it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We need to start Matt off with like the Attitude Era. Bring him back.
Yes.
Yeah, when we Los, we were kind of talking about this, you know, if this thing picks up momentum and stuff, you know, we're kind of just doing it for fun. And I appreciate D Walker and all you guys joining us and watching us later on YouTube and with all the clips and stuff like that. We were talking, you know, if this thing really takes off, we could do like special things over on Patreon where you can kind of do, you know, classic episodes and catch me up on certain stuff. That'd be kind of cool for sure.
That would be really cool. I didn't know did this though. Y'all are OG.
Yeah, David and Jared, they know their stuff, man. They know their stuff. Oh, my ring light just went out.
I told Matt on the first episode, Jared, I don't even think we told you yet. But I mean, obviously, I grew up on the stuff, WCW, WWF. The last Monday Nitro, I DJ'd at. That was the pool I DJ'd at Spring Break.
Wow.
You were at the beach one? Wow.
Yeah, I was. So my first year in Panama City was 99. Got drunk with Arn Anderson.
Oh, gosh.
Dope. He remembered me 2 years later, which I thought was
that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
That year I got body slammed in that ring by Jeff Jarrett.
Well,
that shit hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know.
There ain't no padding.
Took a bump.
For sure.
Fun
Scott
fact:
Steiner's freaking bicep was as wide as my chest.
Dude, what is it? 23 inches, if not bigger. It's huge,
massive,
insane.
I would give them props. They did a hell of a job of hiding Shane. Like I was, you could literally see like the resort we played for. They gave us, we had a penthouse like room. So if you were looking from the beach side to the ring, to the left where that logo was shining on the building, that was our door to our room that we lived in for 2 months.
Wow.
So obviously I can go anywhere around there because that's where I technically lived at the time.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Never saw Shane McMahon at all.
That's one of the top
Never saw
5 most played Monday Nitros ever.
And the crowd sucked.
Wow.
It wasn't even like 4,000 tickets there. It was horrible.
Oh,
you could tell it was the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, ticket sales haven't been great for these days either. You know, they kind of showed I saw some images from last night's Raw, and right by the WrestleMania sign, that whole section was just tarped off.
I think it's 2,500 seats still left for Chamber. I think I saw earlier.
Actually, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But
18% less sales right now for Mania than last year.
Well, and we kind of talked about this a little bit too. You know, I'm in Vegas now. Vegas is a very expensive town. So it's like a lot of these fans, you know, this is their one trip to kind of go on a vacation and stuff like that. And when you factor in your flights, hotel, eating, of course, you want to buy some merch. These people are spending like $10,000. So to ask them to do that 2 years in a row is rough. That's tough.
And then saw a stat earlier. They were talking about Mania average prices. just from last year to 40, and I think it doubled. So imagine what this year, like last year's average ticket price was $600 some. Imagine what this year's is.
You got that, and then I'm just gonna call it out. I don't care if this is a viral moment or not, but TKO, get your heads out of your asses. The 50-mile blackout radius is freaking stupid because, like, us four right here, I would love to be able to go with you guys. We go to
hang out at a bar,
go to the pool at what is
well, that was the one. That's where
Go to the
Van Leek's doing the circle. What?
Yeah,
how's that
exactly.
going?
So
He's
much
been
fun.
promoting that. They always do these screens there.
They're just taking it back to the old school, like boxing in the 90s. If you weren't there, they would black out the strip so you couldn't watch the
Honestly,
fight.
NFL was the same thing back
Major
in
League
the
Baseball
days.
did it.
Yep,
Major League
yep,
Baseball
yep.
still does it.
Yep, they do. Yeah, yeah,
Greed,
yeah.
boy. Greed.
Go ahead, Los.
I said it's just greed.
Yeah, they really. I mean, it depends. To me, sports in general, you need to sell out, like just to have the environment. You know what I mean? Like we all know they make their money from the TV deals. All sports do. It's not from ticket sales. It's actually, but empty arena, it doesn't look good to ESPN executives to be like, wait, how much are we paying for this? And this is popular. If it's popular, why isn't it sold out?
Yeah.
There's
Well,
not enough.
that whole deal itself is that's kind of where it began too, because now you have all these hoops to jump through and all that other stuff. Where like, if you're a UFC fan like I am, you went from paying $80 every month for a pay-per-view, and now you can get it from a $9 a month Paramount Plus membership.
They
and you
did.
get everything.
Yeah, that's what's kind of nice for that. This was actually before I started watching, but I guess the WWE app, when they first brought that out, you could see everything, right?
The network. Yeah, that was the greatest
Yeah,
thing.
the network. Yeah.
Because it was Mania was a $50, $60 purchase.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that was what brought me into wrestling. I never got into wrestling because I knew the big matches I had to pay $50 for. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Like I had no money. I was a club DJ at the time. I wasn't making no money.
If AEW can get them a deal like that, I think that's going to help them. Because that's
that would help AEW.
It's a good thing.
Big time.
You can see it on Max now, but after 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you get it through Amazon, but still.
But what I was going to say was what really drew me back in was the fact that I could watch the PLEs on Peacock at the time. And I was like, oh, I got this. Okay, I can actually keep up with the story. I can see all the cool shit. I don't have to be left out, so to speak. And, now it's costing me a lot more. But, it's still better than $50 for a per event kind of thing. You have to kind of make things somewhat affordable because you don't want to damage your product. I mean, it's like us and our businesses with pricing, right? When you kind of do your pricing, you don't want to go from, make your $2,000 package a $4,000 package overnight. You're instantly going to see a change. You're not going to get as many clients right off the bat. You know what I mean? Like it's like going just how it is.
From going our pricing model to a Brian B.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And for context, Brian B is a private event DJ that kind of goes all over the nation with different events and stuff. And he's earned it.
Brian Bonacisi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any closing thoughts, Jared?
Shameless plug. Watch the DJ Booth podcast on Wednesdays. Come out on YouTube. I guess Joe Bun, Brian B. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But Joe's in Phoenix right now.
Joe is. I saw that.
Yeah, they're doing their Bun owners, the Bun DJ Cup owners retreat.
I'm like, when's the party? And he's like, I wish. I'm like, shit, we can fix it.
They made it in a memo last night.
I also moved Jared up so you can see his Instagram handle there. Since I got to figure out how to thin out this border a little bit. This border's a little thick. Los, any closing thoughts for you, Los?
No closing thoughts for me. Just
shout out your Instagram. Shout out your Instagram and all that.
Oh, my Instagram is DJ Los, so DJLOS.
Yes, sir.
But say hi to the boys out there in Vegas. I know it's a super expensive town, but South Point's not. You can drink the bottom out for a good price there. I know, I've done it a few times.
I'm kind of curious, D. Walker, how much did you pay last year, and are you going this year?
Oh yeah, let me put that comment up. I actually missed that. So D Walker said, "I'm embarrassed to admit how much I paid for WrestleMania weekend this year."
Bro,
Yeah,
don't
did
be
you go
embarrassed.
last year, Walker?
Don't be embarrassed because that's a memory you will have for
Yeah.
a lifetime.
Yeah.
There's some of those memories that like they're absolutely worth it. But one thing while he answers, I just want to say thank you guys, especially Walker and the other guy who with the big long name that chimed in. Thank you guys for the comments. This is just fun for us. We love talking this, and we appreciate you guys. So more of you guys, hopefully you guys will tune in and chat with us and comment and everything like that. Subscribe to everything, but we appreciate it.
Definitely.
D Walker, do you want to say what you paid last year and this year? We were just a comparison. You don't have to give us exact numbers, but how much more this year was last year? I would like to know that. I do know our. Yeah. This year, oh man! All right, let me show this. This year, he paid $8,000 for 3 tickets. Whew.
Where the seats?
Damn. Yeah, are these nosebleed seats? I bet you they are up there. One of our homies in the group chat on Instagram over there, DJ Juggy, he actually goes to all the manias. He'll actually wait. He actually just goes without a ticket. He said he paid last year. He paid $5,000
increase.
Is that for both nights or one night?
I would assume that's a 2-night ticket. I would assume so.
I think that's
I hope so.
I thought they said they're doing 2-night packages.
Yeah. But yeah, so my buddy Juggy, he went last year, but he always waits till like literally maybe an hour or two before the gates open to buy his tickets. And because he doesn't care where he sits. And he said he paid a grip for nosebleed seats last year. So I don't know if he's going this year. I'll have to talk to him. But yeah, man, they're just price gouging like crazy.
Have you guys been to Allegiant?
Oh wow! So
I actually did the tour. D Walker actually said they were pretty low. He said about 5 rows up from the floor. All right, so
that's not bad.
That's not too bad. It's actually a little bit better than I thought. So don't be embarrassed, D Walker. You're good. That's actually a little bit better than I thought.
You got to get a picture with green shirt guy.
Yeah, get a picture of green shirt guy. He said it was for both nights too. So combo ticket.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Not bad. I would have that out.
It's better than what I thought.
Yeah. So I'd imagine if they're 8,000, 5 rows up from floor, you probably figure your upper decks, you're probably looking at about 700-800.
You know what? Because one of my
for
friends
a 2-day
here, he goes all the time to PLEs, and he's a DJ here in Arizona. But they had like the meet and greets and all the on location stuff, and it was like $5K. They were in the bowl,
nice
for the weekend per head though.
Wow, yeah.
And then he went to John Cena's last match.
Oh, dope.
And that fool brought me a cup. And I actually drink out of it because I'm like, I'm going to use this thing.
Nice. Oh, okay. So D Walker's also going to the Raw and SmackDown.
He's going to those.
You're going to.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Hell Mania.
Hell yeah. That's the way to do it. 100%.
So I wanted to go to Cena's. I mean, that's 2 hours from me. I mean, I'm not far from DC, and I was just like, I'm not paying it.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
I was actually listening to a podcast that had Eric Bischoff on it, and I was listening to this last night in preparation for today for a talking point. Bischoff brought up a great point in regards to last year's Mania versus this year's Mania because both of them are in Vegas, and there was 2 points. One, just if you look at Vegas's numbers year over year, they are down significantly in travel revenue, all the hotels, all the businesses, everything like that. But the second point is that he brought up a great point. Cena's last Mania versus Cena not on it this year, and which is a huge thing.
Very good point.
Drop off.
And also another thing to kind of think, we don't really have many announced. It's just Punk and Roman. So there isn't too much.
That's go back. I don't think they're going to mess with that match.
Yeah. So because literally, it's the only thing that they're selling right now.
Part of the storyline.
It's marquee worthy though, for sure.
Yeah. So, but you know, I feel like this kind of happens at least as long as I've been watching it. Just these last 2.5 years, kind of always happens where like you're getting close to Mania, you're like, what are they doing? And then it kind of all comes together within like 2 or 3 weeks. It's like, okay, it's this. It's like, oh, okay, all right, cool, we're good. And then you're excited, and then we do our God, boys, we're gonna be busy, man. That WrestleMania, that's 4 shows in a row. We're gonna be busy.
We're gonna do a super show.
Yeah, we're gonna be busy. Holy shit, man! We got a lot of shows here to do, but I'm looking forward to it. So
Side note, real
thank
quick.
you. Yep, go ahead, David. Yep.
Did y'all see The Rock announce that he's done shooting Jumanji? Do you think he's going to make an appearance at Mania?
Well, they did bring him back when ticket sales were low before.
Can I just ask one thing? Keep Travis Scott the hell away from
Yes.
this.
Oh God.
His little
Yeah.
freaking
Let's keep him.
crap.
Let's keep him out. You have your Bad
You make a
Bunnies, your
Jordan.
Jelly Rolls, and then you have the Travis Scott. Where it's just like,
Just-
we don't.
Just worry about making your Jordans.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Charging $12,000 for, but
Honestly, that's the only thing I really support him in. I'm not really a big fan of the music, so go ahead, Los.
Shaq,
I got Travis Scott fours right there.
There you go.
They were a gift. I didn't pay for them, guys.
I actually like the shoes, but anything outside of that,
just making those in music.
yeah.
Yeah. no.
Agreed. All right, fellas. Well, that's going to do it for this one. Wow, we went almost 2 hours on this. So after the bell, DJ's talking WWE, man. Big shout out to Los for joining us here this week. I appreciate you tapping in, brother. Hopefully we see you again. Of course, we got David, Jared. Make sure you follow everybody on socials. Like, comment, subscribe, support, share. Tell all your friends about it. We're just having a good time with this. DJ's talking WWE. Until next time, thank you guys so much. We'll see you after SmackDown. Later, guys.
See you guys.
Later.
All right.